hear me? Let's see. Yep, looks like it's working. Hello. So we're gonna stream for a little bit here, probably about 20 minutes. I'm gonna do too long today. But yes, I'm playing a visual novel where you are a gay Taiwanese college student, I think? Yeah, a gay Taiwanese college student male who's into furries. So that's a niche market, and has 3 anthropomorphic cat spirits end up living in his apartment. And of course you have to figure out which one to date, which, that's what visual novels are all about. Usually. A little variation would be nice, but generally it's, who will you date? Thank God, this is the Steam version, so it's PG-13, which is how I like my games. Thank you. I generally am legitimately in games just because I want to learn about the world and the character development and see how people put the story together. So, I always prefer games that are like kind of PG-13 or even below. Like, you can do a lot without going over the top in a game. This one I picked up, started playing because it's free, and the art's cute. Look at that art. It's cute. It's cute art. Music's pretty good, and, it's Taiwanese, and I was kind of curious. I like cats, so I thought the art was cute for that, too. And those are the primary reasons. Also because from the reviews, I got the impression the Steam version is, like I said, it's PG-13, and that's important to me. So, I played through already. This guy wasn't sitting there earlier. I played through and got him. He's the guardian tiger, the spirit that kind of my main character is from a traditional Han religious family who are Jitongs. I'm probably slaughtering the pronunciation. But they're spirit mediums, kind of. They're go-betweens between spirits and people who come to the place of worship. I don't remember if it's called a shrine or... It must be a shrine, because temples are Buddhists. So people who come to the shrine. So he's from a family of Jitongs, and he's kind of expected to grow up to be one himself. And so this guy is one of the spirits of his family's shrine, a guardian tiger, which seems to be an actual thing. And then, he kind of takes care of you. He's kind of like the parental kind of watches out for you, protective type, which is not really my type of character, usually, the kind I like, but he actually seems to be the character that's kind of approaching you in the best faith, in actual good faith, so I suspect he'll probably be the one that I end up actually liking his plot the most, but we'll see. Alright, so let's start. Let's see, where was I? We'll start from the beginning again. So far, my main problem with this game is that it is wordy. Like, there are sections where you go forever without making a choice, and they really have more conversation than they need to be having. Like, the story is fine. I actually think it's a decent story and a decent world and decent characters. It's just they talk way too much at some points. So my character, again, is a Taiwanese, which is interesting. I've never read anything set in Taiwan. I think I've read some things set in China, and obviously, being a geek, I've read things set in Japan, but Taiwan is new. I can't remember if Taiwan is part of China again now or not. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Just depends on the moment in history, which is, I'm sure Taiwan is not, historically exactly thrilled by that tendency for it to be one way and then another. I don't blame it. I know people who are really into studying China and would know all about where Taiwan is right now and what it means, but I do not. Go me. But he's a Taiwanese college student, and I don't know, it doesn't say what he's studying. He never tells you what he's studying, but his passion is dance. which I thought was interesting. And he's just done a performance based on Aboriginal or Native people's Taiwanese dance. And then he comes home. He's tired. And there's a guardian tiger in his bedroom. Oops. Again, the guardian tiger he has a statue in his room that's from his shrine, his home parents' family's shrine. And this is the spirit of that statue. So it's a pretty new spirit, since they explain that he's only just split off from the shrine because he wouldn't have become an individual spirit until the statue was taken away from the family shrine. So he's probably only about a year old. And this is the first evening your character can see him, because of course magical powers have suddenly, his inner eye or whatever has been suddenly opened by a plot twist that you discover later. So now he has a tiger in his bedroom. Whoops, that sounds like an advertisement line for something. And again, I've already dated Guardian Tiger, so I won't be dating him again. But again, you're a guy, you're, gay, and if I remember right, it's technically legal now in China, and I think in Taiwan. I think Taiwan went before China in terms of legalizing. It's still, I think, not really considered, it's not as accepted as it is in the US. Yet. So that's an interesting angle. Okay, let's skip. And you'll get to see how much dialogue there is. Oh, look at all that dialogue. Oh, look, I got a new word, did I? What did I get? Okay, this is something, that's cool. The odd thing here is it's showing me these glossary words, but I already have them. But, like, as you go along, this is what actually made me go, oh, I'll continue playing this, is that as you play, occasionally they'll bring up terms, and they'll be in bold text, and a little exclamation mark will appear right here, and that tells you got something new in your glossary. So you go up here, and you pick glossary, and this I think is really cool. You get really nice little synopsises of all of these different concepts that you run into that are uniquely, I think, Taiwanese or Chinese. So here it explains like what a guardian tiger is in terms of the actual folklore. Hooray, the Lord Tiger. So it explains what a guardian tiger spirit is. It explains what a Jitong or Tongji is, which is like a medium. Explains there's one about gods of cities. There's one about a patron goddess called Mazu, who's I think the one main character primarily their shrine worships for goddess of seafarers, possessions, rituals. This is neat. This is the other thing I really learned about in this game that I had not any clue about. It really goes into the fact that Taiwan has different ethnic groups. There's the Han group, Han Taiwanese, which I think are like the Han Chinese. So there are people who came from the mainland and settled. And then you have native First Nations, we would call it, or Aboriginal native groups who also live on Taiwan. And from what I gathered from the game, there are several different groups, and it says 6 subgroups residing in southern Taiwan. Linked, and it sounds like they're linked by languages, the different groups. And like a lot of native groups throughout the world who've had their places of living colonized, they're struggling to keep their autonomy and keep their culture. This is something I had no idea about before I started to play this game, so I thought that was really cool. I liked that a lot. I learned quite a bit about that. You get some things about food. Again, something I didn't really know about. Some about their local, their more the local kind of. It reminds me of Shinto. So, and I know Japan has been on the island of Taiwan, and the China and Japan have interchanged culture a lot. So there's this what seems like Shinto to me. If you've ever read any Japanese manga like Kami-sama Kiss or anything set in a shrine, this kind of folk will be really familiar to you. There's like local gods, their shrine has to be taken care of or they fade away, and those local gods have kind of animal or object spirits, or I don't know if ancestor spirits, but object or animal spirits that can serve them as kind of in a step between proper godhood and being just a spirit. They're kind of like secondary gods or servant gods that serve them. And then you have just spirits that just walk around and do stuff. So that'll be familiar to you if you've run into anything about Japanese spirituality. It seems quite similar. And Chi, and here's Yaogwai, that's just generally spirits, which could be object spirits or animal spirits. So that'll be familiar to you, again, if you've been into Japanese. I've found tongue blossoms, which I guess are like blossoming flowers on Japan, not Japan, Taiwan. Just kind of just interesting stuff. I learned a lot. I didn't know anything about Taiwan. This is one I haven't read yet. Like, by the end of playing the game the first way through, I was actually intrigued by Taiwan and a little bit by China too, which I've never really been drawn into those, learning about those cultures, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Where'd he go? I was gonna show you the second character. Okay, this is the third character. This is my least favorite character. What's his name? Leopard Cat. Which apparently a leopard cat is a kind of native small cat species. And a leopard cat is a pain in the butt because he's just all over you. Like, he invites himself into your apartment and keeps trying to date you, and he's really just, I would punch him in the face if he was a person and showed up in my life. Because I'd be like, for God's sake, I don't want to date you, go away. But he's really, really clingy and needy. He's actually the only one in the game who's not has a physical body. Like, this guy is a spirit entirely, but this guy is possessing a student at the college. So he's possessing a student, another gay student in the dance club at the college, which means he's got a body and can actually touch and interact with things. It also means he's got some pretty shifty morals because, like, he's using a college student. Apparently he gets that college student's memories and kind of their personality by possession. So it's not like he's wiped them out, but he's still using them. Anyway, again, the least favorite character. There's some interesting plot developments around him that make it clear that there's a reason for him to feel that creepy. Thankfully, I thought they were just like, oh, isn't it cute to be glomped on by this creepy little dude? No, it's supposed to be creepy. That's good. I have no idea what that thing he's wearing on his elbow is. Hoodie's fine, but you know, he's kind of a cute little design, I guess. I don't know what a leopard cat looks like. It is a mystery. But let's see, what else about him? Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. I'm gonna test something real quick. Do 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 do. Okay, I was just making sure my mic wasn't muted. It's hard for me. I get the settings mixed up. It's still pretty muted. But anyway, so that's creepy dude. I don't like him. I think his name is Leopard Cat or Shuchiyun. Shuchiyun is the name of the college student who's possessing. Don't like him. Let's see if the other one shows back up. So this is just all of them showing up in your room. They all have different needs. They have different things they need from you. So they're all a little manipulative because they have their own goals. This guy really wants you to just continue serving the shrine, your family shrine, and to use your medium powers. servant god of a god of the soil, which is a local god, and that his god of the soil, their shrines being neglected, which means that eventually the god will kind of die or become demoted in the spirit world, which will also demote him back to being not a secondary god, but just an animal spirit. This guy is actually supposed to be part of a spirit of the native groups, which is why his clothing's different. I have no idea if it actually represents anything similar to actual native groups' clothing in Taiwan, but he's supposed to be from a native tribe. They're the Clouded Leopard spirit that helped them found and place their tribe. And he's coming to help because he wants to be able to talk to his tribe, but he needs somebody with medium or oracle powers to do it. So he's trying to convince you to join him. I like him. He doesn't speak Mandarin, so no, he's not well, so he doesn't talk much. He's pretty serious. He's probably my favorite character. He's not very bright though. I mean, he's bright, but he's painted as kind of naive, like he's not been in a city before, which is a bit of a cliche when you're dealing with like a tribal character, unfortunately. But da-da-da-da. We're, oh look, all the cats need me. Oh, they always do. And of course, we start out with the whole trope of, look, there's only one bed. Who is going to be in the bed? Oh no, this has never happened to me in real life, except with cats. And not this kind of cats either, just the normal kind. They all managed to be in my bed at once, so. Well, I've already done Guardian Tiger. I don't like the leopard cat, so we're gonna go with the Clouded Leopard, because he's what I'm trying for this time. So he's gonna sleep in my bed, which personally I would be like, all of you can just sleep on the floor, for God's sakes. Half of you are spirits. You don't care. The other one just invited himself into my apartment. Anyway, I've read this part before, because I did kind of a mixed route, as well as Guardian Tiger's route, where I was paying attention to everybody, and it's just normal. Just kind of hugs you. You're like, alright, I'm being hugged by a cat in bed. Here they are, they're all like, oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to school. Look at all that text. See, that's what I mean. Like, there's so much text. They have such long conversations with so few choices. Now we're in dance club. You know, they're all seeing my day. They're like, oh, you go to dance club. Here's your room. Here's your classes. Here are all our different motivations for being with you. Here's why you should all listen to all of us. I am going to go hang out with the leopard. Oh, I've seen this bit before too, because I did a little mixed path. The leopard is trying to figure out really how to get you to do what he wants, and not by forcing you. So his idea is that he's going to go help you dance better, help you learn to dance, or help you practice. And after that, maybe you'll help him. So I'm going to skip through this. Maybe. We'll see. It won't let me skip if it thinks I've seen the text. I've seen this text before, so I don't know why it's like you can't skip through it. It thinks I haven't seen this. Leopard cat is always sulking when I don't pay attention to him. He's so needy. Which again, I don't like him because he's just like really whiny and needy. So we're gonna go dance. I don't know why it won't let me skip through this. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, so he's like, we're gonna dance. That means you're gonna like me. Also, they talk a lot about how they eat in this. So they take offerings. So if you give them food, they will just take the spirit of the food, kind of, and then the food is still there. So like, he just gave him a coffee, and he tried to drink it. It just goes right through him. What are their requests? I don't know. What did they all want? I don't want to go with Tiger. He goes to the bookstore. I don't want to go outside and buy. I'm gonna stay at home. Always trying to get me to go out with him too. I think he just wants to be alone. I don't think he has romantic intentions. I think he's pretty. language is clearly translated out of Taiwanese, so it's often pretty rough, but you can get the idea. Alright, so now they've kind of introduced all the cats. Do I want to buy him a book? Get some points. He likes me if I do that. But I'm trying to really butter up Leopard Cat and not get points with the other cats, so I'm not going to buy him a book. He's really into computers and modern technology, so he's always trying to get books and surfing the net and stuff. They're all really into food. I think they're written as not having had offerings for a while. Okay, this is where Leopard Cat helps me cheat because he doesn't understand tests. And then I'm like, oh shit, I cheated. Okay, Dad, my father from the shrine, has called my character. And this is the part where if I wanted to date Tiger, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm sure, I'm seeing guardian tigers. And my parents take it very well. They're like, oh, that's normal. But since again, I'm going for Leopard Cat, I'm not gonna talk to Dad about guardian tigers. Oops. I think this is something too that you see more in Chinese and Taiwanese things. This is concern with what your family thinks of you and whether you should break away from the family or not. It shows up in a few of the characters' plots. And they're like, you shouldn't really dance all the time. They want you to be focusing on your studies and coming back to the shrine. Qingming is apparently tomb sweeping day. It's a public holiday. Visual novels always emphasize holidays. I guess because they're days where people tend to do things in relationships. So, you tend to always learn about holidays. Alright. I guess they're in Taipei. This college is in Taipei. It's the weekend, and of course, the cats invited me to a hot spring, which, that's normal. I like this background though, isn't it pretty? It's fun to go to a hot spring. I probably wouldn't want to go to one of the ones where you're like, you have to be completely undressed, but it would be kind of an interesting experience to go to one. Although I don't really like really hot water, so I don't know. There's no choices in here. Leopard Cat seems to be he's from a wealthy family, the person he's possessing, so he really splashes out all the time, trying to impress you. And now there are a bunch of cats in the water. And occasionally it gives you CDs, so there you go. If you're ever like, I wanted to see a little fake cat's butt, there you have it. So I think that's the raciest one the Steam version has. That's as bad as it gets. Thank God. But again, like most visual novels or words you see, oh, I like this guy. He has glasses. I like anything with glasses. Just glasses are cool. Character design-wise. I don't know why. As soon as, it's like a character that has blue and glasses, I'm like, I like that character design. Anyways, I think he's in here mostly to show you that there are other Yaograi, other, kind of just spirit creatures and spirits around. So he's possessing an art student, and he's just living in the city doing his own thing, which apparently a lot of the spirits in this world do. I think he's actually possessing kind of a manga artist, whatever they call manga in China? Manga, maybe? Doo-doo. And here we are, dance classes in the cafeteria, and these two, Guardian Tiger is trying to surf the web, but he has a hard time because, he doesn't have a physical body. So you're trying to get these two to get along and work together to surf. And they don't. guessing maybe after you've gone through the game a few times, you can get them to work together, but I don't know. And he's gonna... Oh, right, we're gonna go see tongue blossoms. I have no idea what a tongue blossom is, but we're seeing them. Apparently, like in Japan, you have plum blossoms and cherry blossoms that bloom. And going to see them is a big deal. I guess in Taiwan, you have tung blossoms, T-U-N-G, that seem to be these white blossoms that bloom that people go to see. So that's what they're trying to get me to do. And as always in a dating game, I've made some food, and I'm going to try to give it to whoever I like best. So of course I'm going to give it to Leopard. Except, before I give him the food, another spirit shows up. Now, this is a tree spirit, which, again, is kind of, reminds me of Japanese Shinto, or Japanese Shinto is inspired by Chinese, influenced by Chinese spirituality. I don't know which direction it goes. But a tree spirit, you know, if a tree has been around long enough, is old enough, is large enough, it's seen as developing, and is paid enough attention to by locals, spiritually, it's seen as developing a spirit or a soul and becoming a god. So this is a tree god. The other interesting thing about this interaction is that this god informs you that she actually, despite what she looks like, she thinks of herself as a female spirit, like kind of like a great aunt. So that's her mental image of her, and the way the main character sees them, the spirits, is how he wants to see them. So apparently he just wants to see everybody as a really buff, male, anthropomorphic thing. Huh. Why would that be? Oh, game made by furries. But I like the idea that they're actually all gender neutral, or that they can possibly even see themselves as women, female. Anyway, the spirit showed up. The spirit is like, hey, you have been, you know, kind of leading these three guys on, and I really have. Like, I've just been keeping them around and not paying attention to why they're, like, asking why they are there or what they need. I've just been like, yep, whatever. Just got 3 enormous cats in my room. Oh, that was kind of a cute picture. I accidentally scripted. Leopard helps you, Clouded Leopard helps you take some flowers home without crumpling them up. It's kind of cute. I should have shown you that CG. That's a much cuter CG than, like, random weird cat butt CG. Cat butt. Sorry, I don't know why that makes me snicker. Who should I ask about romance? Let's ask the one I have a crush on, or my character I'm trying to get him to have a crush on. And make him really uncomfortable. I haven't read this, so I'm going to read it. We rode. See, that's where the language is funny. We're not riding anything, we're walking. See, he doesn't know much. Also, I must be in Mandarin that you refer to yourself by your name frequently. I don't know how pronouns work in Mandarin. Because they often refer to Lao, the main character, using his name where we would use a pronoun, or English would use a pronoun. wet season and dry season? So like typhoon season? Which is a legitimate problem where you have wet seasons, landslides. Okay, so this is something I didn't know from the other plots. So the reason he wants me to go back is to warn people about where an area they're living in where landslides can happen. And the main character's worried because he's Han, a kid. He's not the right ethnic group. He's a different group, the colonizing group. So that went well. I like characters like that are quiet and thoughtful, so he's my favorite. Now it's a holiday again. He's always trying to get me to go out on dates. No. Don't want to date you. Okay, so now he's, the leopard cat, the little one possessing a student, has gone missing. He hasn't shown up for a while, so, he's like, what happened? So I'm gonna talk with Clouded Leopard about it. The guardian tiger really doesn't like the little cat. He distrusts him, and it's with good reason. I think out of all of them, the Clouded Leopard one is kind of supposed to be the highest up in God rankings in his particular hierarchy of beliefs. The other two are kind of just local spirits. Save here because this isn't a choice I'll probably ever make to take a full path, but I may come back to this choice just to see what dialogue I get. If I make it, I hate the fact you can't There we go, he's back. Leopard wants to go, which makes me kind of think I should say yes, even though I really don't like cat. So we're gonna go along, I think we took a bus. So here we are. Beep. They're gonna go in and see if they can find him in the family of the body possessed house. I've done this before again. And this spirit shows up again. They're just letting me know which one I'm on the path to dating. In this case, it's the Clouded Leopard, which is good. I refer to this as she because apparently it self-identifies as she, so there you go. That's enough for me. Is again letting me know that I need to pick one. And this, so what's actually happened is kind of interesting. His family figured out that, the family of the person he's possessing figured out that he's been staying with me, and they kind of already knew he was gay, but they really disapproved, so they actually grounded him in the house without even needing to communicate. Again, he's trying to get me off by himself. Random date with you while other people are, worried about me. You're a strange person. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up my room. Here I can pack up the stuff on the floor where the little leopard cat's sleeping. So I'm gonna pack it up because I don't care about him. Ha ha ha. He's a room crasher, and now his feelings are hurt. But whatever. I'm gonna talk with Leopard about it. I'm only wearing a trouble look. I hope I'm wearing more than that. See, this is something that I'm not sure in an American game would show up, but it's emphasizing whether to do what the family wants you to do or not. he's back. He's gonna ask me to date him again. Now, I think actually asking him to help me cheat ups points with him. Because I've already told him cheating is bad the first time he let me cheat. I was like, whoa, don't do that. This time I'm like, I'm having a hard time on this test. So I can ask him to cheat for me. And then Guardian Tiger's like, fuck, excuse me. Guardian Tiger is like, shoot. What are you doing? And don't help him cheat. It's bad for him. And they have a fight. And I can get points with Leopard here by saying I actually forced him. I actually asked him to cheat. He didn't just do it. Now we're gonna have an interview. He wants to do research on the spirit world for his manga, even though he is a spirit, so whatever. We say yes, because it strokes the two cats' egos. Apparently, I've kind of alienated Tiger, which is okay, since that's what I'm not trying to get in good with him on this read-through. I don't know why he's just reading in a bookstore. Like, bookstores over here would smack you over the head if you were just, like, installed reading a novel. Like it was a library. And he's going to try to date me again. Nope. It's a pain in the butt. I'd kick him out a long time ago. No fighting. Oh, right. This is Leopard helps you by possessing you. Right there. He's like, oh, you want to dance better? So he possesses you and dances better for you. And then everyone's like, oh, man, that was a big... you crossed a big boundary there. That was inappropriate. So everybody's angry at him. He comes back and apologizes. And at this point, the Guardian Tiger's kind of like, you should go away. You keep causing trouble. Basically, all of the things they want me to do would require quitting school and giving up on my character's own dreams. And now he attacks me to try to take my spirit power, which is kind of a surprise the first time you have it happen. Because he doesn't seem like a character who wants to actually hurt you. So now they get in a fight. For a visual novel, they'll just move the sprites around to convey action because they don't have the budget to do more. And here we have one of the city spirits, one of the spirits of the city god, servant spirits. He's gonna come fight for me. Give me time to run. All running the same as when I actually don't know what to do here. If we should go get help from the city god or not. Because I might get killed by a leopard if I don't. I've done this before, not gone to get help, and I get killed. Let's see if I get toast. Yep, I got deaded. Oh, maybe I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Oh, I got dead last time. I'm in a hole. So he took my spirit power and I'm in a hole. Oh, I can still see him, so I guess he didn't take my spirit power, character spirit power. So he wants my power, but he doesn't want to take it away because then the main character can't see him. And I've done a good enough job picking the right choices for him that he wants me to, the character to continue to see him. You want me to get missing? That's some interesting language. Apparently that's where I draw the line. Not worrying my family, but the fact that I can't use the internet. Character's very devoted to the net. So we're gonna wait in a cave until I give in. Pretending to give in. I think the character would be giving in if I was like, oh yeah, you can kidnap me. Totally kidnap me. It'll be fine. Some of the logic in visual novels is interesting. So now my character's in a cave. My character's really dependent on the internet. He's pretty sad. I don't know, he needs to get out. Of course, the old rom-com visual novel moment where it's like, oh, somebody's cold. We're gonna snuggle because it's cold. I'm gonna save. I think this sounds like something where I would get pretty dead. Because I think there are even routes in this one where you can get hit by a car. I have not gotten hit by a car yet. I'm gonna try to go down the mountain. Because it's not very romantic to just let somebody just run roughshod over you and kidnap you, in my opinion. I'm in socks? He's in socks and he's trying to run down a mountain? What an idiot. This escalated quickly. Ah, am I dead? Oh, so I kind of got a bad ending. So Clouded Leopard, this is clearly a bad ending. So he really miscalculated. There's a mysterious missing. Not a missing person, a mysterious missing. long ending too. The others weren't the most long. So in that situation, since I tried to run away, he just tried to just kind of force me, just kind of drop me off in his clan's place, and everybody was like, we don't get it, and it didn't work out. Surprise, surprise. So that was a bad ending, clearly. Let's go see if I can get the good ending. By staying in the cave. I'm guessing trying to talk him down. Hopefully, in this, since I stick around the cave, I'll have a chance to talk him down. So gods of soils are just local gods. They usually have a shrine, I think. Township in Taoyuan. I don't know what that means. Let's check it out. Oh, mountainous area. And fruit farms. So now I can escape safely because he told me the way. There's altogether mixed pickles within me. I'm guessing that's an idiom. Pretty great, though. My character has his wallet. That's his friend who's from part of one of the native groups. I'm gonna fob the responsibility for being Oracle off of my random friend. Save, because I'm sure I can get a really bad ending off of that one. If I just choose not to go back and be like, whatever. Country road, take me home. Walking around in my socks. Oh, he's crying. He's kind of hapless. I like his costume. It's kind of interesting. horsey oldie romance story get picked up. There we go. So that's the good ending, I think. Shove that problem on this other guy. So apparently I'm keeping Leopard around and using him to cheat with dancing. There you go. That's very... so I got an achievement for that one. So that was a significant ending at least. I think that's the best one you can get. That's just Clouded Leopard. I think like most visual novels, this one has like an ideal path that you can only get after getting all the other paths. Which I guess ends up with just keeping all three of them around, which is a little, yeah, I'm not sure about that. But, you know, I find that a lot of the time, the final ending on visual novels, I don't really like. Like, I like the information I get out of it, because you usually get, like, big reveals of some of the secrets. But, you don't, usually it's kind of an awkward relationship-wise. Like, you end up, like, with this... His shirt says Skit. He has a really tacky belt buckle, too. Usually the final relationship one in the special news is kind of awkward for me. I don't really like it, usually. Because it usually feels kind of forced. Get an epilogue. The epilogue tells you it was the best ending. I got an epilogue on the Tiger's ending that was best. And the nice thing about the two ideal endings for each of the characters that I've tried so far is that the ideal ending is the one where your main character's dreams, like dancing and staying in the modern world, are honored, but the needs of the other character, the romantic interest, are also honored. So that's nice. I like that. It's a nice compromise. There's a drinker, apparently. tell which ones you got. It's kind of a little reward. So now we have him there too. He's much smaller than Guardian Tiger. I do like his outfit. I wonder if it's based on anything real. It has the snake on it because apparently there's a snake god. He's one of the top gods in that hierarchy. So that's interesting. And like most games, if you go here, you can see all of the CGs you picked up. Well, I do like the art style's cute. I'm just really thankful that I have the Steam version, which is the clean version, because seriously. Another interesting thing is it actually lets you replay the ending sequences, like just zoom right through them again, which is cute. Anyway, it's still my favorite character of the three. Really don't like the little cat, creep boy. He's a creeper. Don't like him at all. See, I think you can see the endings too. Yeah, there you go. Showed you the endings. So I got all the endings for Guardian Tiger already. 3 of them are not good. 2 of them are good. This one you go home to your family and serve a spiritual role with him as Jitong. This one you kind of compromise and again use the internet. The internet saves the day. All of these, I guess. These are my. I bet I know which is the other bad ending. You wanna go with me and see if I can get the other bad ending for him real quick? It'll only take a second. Because I think it's if I just go like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back and talk to him, which is just crappy of me. I have a solution, but I'm not gonna tell him about it. It's the bad ending music. It's true. You shouldn't really attack people or kidnap people if you want them to talk to you. Going home, had an idea, could have fixed things, decided not to. Yep, there's the bad ending. Never meet again. That's pretty straightforward. Oh, I do have my wallet. That's definitely the worst ending. It's not even like, oh no, I chose to run away and screwed everything up. Well, there's this, this is something I think is funny. It's like, not everyone in the endings has an achievement. I don't know, it's weird, but I just got another achievement. Maybe that's because I got all the so many bad endings so far I've collected them all. So it's really easy to get all of his. You just make really bad choices at the end, you get all the bad ones. And then you make decent choices that actually show you're willing to follow through on ideas you had, and you get the good one. And as you can see, I've not gotten any of the cat's ending yet. Because like I said, the cat can go jump in a hole. I'm gonna have to do his endings, because I'm a completist, and I want to get that part of the story, but, you know, I don't want them. So that's Nekojishi. As I said, please, if you want to play it and you want to play the version I've been playing, download it from Steam. That's the Steam version. Apparently this version, the PG-13 version, actually has more story in it too, because instead of going the smutty short route with the endings, they actually had to write endings and have them make sense. Which again, I prefer a lot. Like, you know, good story development, character development is much better than taking some quick, you know, easy gratification for some people. I don't know. I just wouldn't be interested if it was just a smut game. No, thank you. I am 100% a prude, and also a geek who likes text and books and story development. So that's how I roll. But that's the character that I thought would be most interesting, and the one I learned the most from about ethnic divisions and kind of society in Taiwan that I didn't know about, and I think is true. I talked to somebody else who studied China and Taiwan, and they were like, yeah, that's true. That's, there are divisions like that, and the spirituality is like that. So that was really interesting. I liked it. So I'm gonna quit for now. I'll see you later. I don't know if I'll do the little cat with you or not, but maybe. I'm guessing he'll creep. He'll make me like just get cooties and go ah. But we'll see. This guy's the best. I like him. He makes poor decisions, but he's very earnest. I like earnest, quiet characters. This one's fine too, but he's very a little overbearing. I don't like his character design as much either. There we go. Have a good day. See ya. Boop.